I'm very glad that you're watching our today's show of the Street Talk program. I'm your host, Regina Olado, and thank you so much for staying with KTS. In my show today is Mr. Kimani Wanjohi. Mr. Kimani, karibu sana to the show, and thank you so much for honoring our call.
Thank you for having
me. Kindly tell us about yourself. The last time I checked, you are vying. You are one of the aspirants of MCAs in Huruma Ward in Uasin Gishu County.
Yeah, I was one of the aspirants in the Huruma Ward race. The race for Member of County Assembly in the Jubilee primaries. I became position 3, though I consider it as a shamble exercise that went on on the 25th of April.
Okay. Yeah. So the fact that you consider it as a shamble process, what step did you take thereafter?
Then I went and had my name being registered as an independent candidate.
Okay.
That was the next course of action, but unfortunately I wasn't able to clear as an independent candidate, simply because when I went in the final stages to clear, my paper went missing right on the table of the IBC. Yeah.
That's in Nairobi?
That's in Eldoret.
Oh, in Eldoret?
Yeah, we had to submit, then we were told to wait for them to be verified. Then in the process of being verified, that's when things turned out ugly. Yeah.
So you presented your papers, and in the process, the papers got lost?
Yeah, they got lost.
So did you stop there, or you continued?
After then, I went to the court. I went to High Court first. I went to Milimani Court, and I was taken back here to High Court in Eldoret for the ruling. And the ruling didn't go in our favor. But although the judges did acknowledge that it was my constitutional right to vie as an MCA, and he also termed the decision of IBC as very ugly and unfortunate. But unfortunately enough, time was bad. The ballots already were being printed. Okay. Yeah.
So meaning you're not going to be in the ballot box?
Yeah. Right now I'm not going to be in the ballot box on 8th of August 2017.
Oh. Yeah. So, Mr. Wanjohi, as you put it, that the court said that it's your constitutional right to have contested, to have vied come August 8th.
Yeah,
what's the feeling now?
The feeling I have, I'm just angered. I'm under pressure. The feeling is too bad.
You're under pressure by who?
I'm under pressure by my electorates, the electorates of Huruma, who are seeing that we'll take this seat, and they're in the front. They're in the front of ensuring that I capture this seat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, by the virtue of the court saying that, it was all right as Mr. Wanjohi to have been in the ballot box come 8th of August, and then on the other hand, the same court says that, you know what, we are time bad. So, do you think that justice was served?
Justice wasn't served. The judge did acknowledge, as I said, it was very unconstitutional for papers to just go missing in front of professional guys. He also submitted that due to public interest, my name will not be there, because if my name will be there, that means the date of the election will be changed. It will affect the date of election.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why you also had to bow.
So I had no other chance. The only way was going to the Court of Appeal, but again, it's a long process. You know the court, it's a long process. You go to mention, you go to hearing, it's a long process. Yeah.
So as at now, as Mr. Wanjohi, where are you? So do you stop there?
No, once a politician, always a politician. I'm just on the ground. Carrying out some civil education to my electorates. I'm also campaigning for some individual whom we shared ideals and whom we share dreams with. Yeah. Okay. I want to ensure that they clink this seat.
Where at Huruma?
Basically, I'm campaigning for one of Turbo aspirant, Janet Sitene. He's going as an independent candidate for the seat of Turbo MP. Okay. I'm also doing it for one Chebichi. She's also going for women rep. I believe they hold they hold the dream that I had.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Wanjohi, perhaps someone may ask that why would you have wanted to go independent, owing to the fact that we've seen the kind of rebellion that independent candidates are facing from this region. I mean, those who are nominated on Jubilee tickets have made it very clear that if you failed or if you didn't make it during the nominations, then you'd rather just support whoever was given the ticket. So why is it that you wanted to go as an independent candidate? And again, you are saying that you want to support Janet, who is also an independent candidate, and also Chebiche.
In fact, let me tell you one thing.
Okay.
And I want to be clear. Independent candidate right now, it's a wave. It's a wave that is going to sweep out through this nation. That one you cannot ignore. In our constituency and our county, Uasin-Gishu County, I'll bet with you, we'll have more seats than the Jubilee. Right from top to the bottom. Jubilee, they're not. The
good. Independent candidates.
The independent candidates
are going to take it.
They're going to take it. That one I'll bet with you.
Of course, we'll be here to to do that follow up.
Yeah. We have Mheshimiwa Buzeki, who is going as an independent. He's a strong candidate against the governor. We have Kemei, who is going for senator. He is also an independent. We have Chebichi for women rep. We have Tarbo going against Okwara. That one will be a strong indication that we are going somewhere as a country.
Okay, you just said that independence is like a wave in Kenya now.
Yeah.
So does it mean that this is going to be like a third force in the country?
It's not even a third force. This is a second force.
A second force? How?
This is a second force.
Of course, we have two major political parties in
Kenya. We have ODM and
we have NASA and Jubilee.
We have NASA and Jubilee.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, in maybe our county, there's no NASA. There's just Jubilee. When you go to the Nyanza, there's no Jubilee. There's NASA. Then the second is independent.
Okay.
So in either way, independent is the second thing after the party.
Okay. So let's talk about the turbo politics that you've mentioned about. You say that you're backing Mrs. Janet against Okwara, who was given the Jubilee ticket. So, I mean, Okwara has always made it clear that, well, there are certain people that allege that he's saying that, you know what, I'm not being given this, I'm being fought because I'm not from this region. So is it the fact that he's not from this region that you people want to give it to somebody who comes from the region? What's really the reason behind rallying behind someone who comes from who is an independent and as opposed to rebels? You know,
there will always be competition. When Okwara took the seat, there was a scat, there was a war between him and the aspirant. That one is okay. That one, it's not by virtue that he is coming from another tribe. I'd like to remind you that a Kikuyu, the ones who are fighting with them, they are Kalenjin. But I want to say this: Kimani Wanjohi as a candidate, the way I went to the seat of Huruma Ward, it doesn't matter the tribe that one comes from. When I look at Janet, I don't look her as a Kalenjin. When I look at Okwara, I don't look him as a Luya. I just look them as candidates. And to me, the person who has the strength to go for it is a Janet. But how come it's a coincidence that you don't support everyone, like most candidates that were appointed or were nominated on Jubilee ticket? Does it mean that the Jubilee nominations were not free and fair? The Jubilee nominations were not fair. That one is obvious. And we pledged to support the independent candidates after that. First of all, we had some tear gas in my area. People were not able to vote. My guys were not able to vote. People were ferried from another place to my polling station. And when they were through with the voting, tear gas were thrown everywhere. And my supporters didn't vote. Other candidate supporters didn't vote. So I considered it as a shambolic exercise. So is now that you people are rallying as independent candidates, of course you are rallying behind independent candidates, and they've also formed or they've also come up
as a group. So is it just to revenge that these elections, these nominations are not free and fair? So you know what, we need to rally together and revenge.
No, we are not. It's not revenging. I like to get another time. It's getting a good option for the Mwananchi. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not even revenging. From the word go, we suspected there was something in this Jubilee nomination. Even up to date now, I want to tell you, my sister, that Jubilee still in shambles. Is in shambles. They have not been able to take it up from the way from the fault that they encountered. Their offices now, they are closed. They have rent arrears. They cannot be able to service the Mwananchi from their offices in US Ngishu, and this is their stronghold area. There was also the nomination to the seats of member of county assembly. And those nominations, they were bungled. The candidates that went through, the Jubilee candidates, some of them even nominated their girlfriend and their friends to their seats. So clearly you can see that is not a party to abide to. Yeah.
So also, Mr. Wanjohi, we've seen most of the people who also lost the nominations still affiliate themselves to major parties. Like we have those who lost the NASA nominations or ODM, saying that, you know what, I'm going as an independent, but I support NASA. And similar to those who lost the Jubilee nominations that say, you know what, I lost, like somebody like Buzek, let's use that example because it's very open. He says that, you know what, I'm independent, I'm an independent candidate, but I'm supporting Uhuru Tano Tena. So suppose you got the opportunity to run as an independent candidate. From how you are talking, does it mean that you could have just isolated yourself from the Jubilee party or what?
You know, there are two things here. There's presidential candidate and there's Jubilee candidates. One thing that is for sure, we all are supporting the presidential candidates we were initially under.
Okay.
That one is for sure. But the party candidates, no, we are not supporting them.
You're not?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me, Mr. Wanjohi, what is it that you wanted to do to the Huruma ward residents? Suppose you got that opportunity. What is it that the incumbent MCA has not done? Or what is it that he has done but you could have done differently?
My friend, the incumbent, he is my friend, Mheshimiwa Peter Kiru. There are some things that he has done right. There are some things that he has not done right. Okay. In many areas. I'll tackle just a few. Okay. Maybe in the bursary sector, we are having child ledgers of the bursary. We have requests from the electorate that the bursary is not being distributed fairly to the Mwananchi. We are having issues of one person getting a bursary up to 10 and other guys going without. We are also having a problem of tribalism among the distribution of the bursary. We see that a certain tribe always gets like total number of the bursary that are there.
Okay, so that's the one equal distribution of the bursaries.
There's an equal distribution of the bursaries.
So how could you have handled this?
Bursary, I believe, is meant for the poor. It's not meant even for the rich. We are having a situation where the rich are being given the bursaries, while the poor are being neglected. Okay. That is one thing that I would have wanted to change. Okay. I'll have given everyone an equal chance to the bursary. Okay. We're also having the problem of water issue in Huruma. Huruma Estate, it's one of the estates that is complicated because Huruma ward, we have Huruma Estate and then we have the urban Huruma. The Huruma Estate, there's shortage of water. Okay. We're talking about people going without water for even weeks, for 2 weeks without water. And you can imagine we have a dispensary there, we have a school there that needs water. That is one of the areas that I also wanted to change.
Maybe before I come and ask you how you could have handled the issue of water, let's take a short break first. Thank you so much for watching the Straight Talk program. We are taking a short break, but stay right there with KTS.